beats are the purest. Roll it. These beats are the purest. Roll it.
Welcome everyone to episode 8 of the Smelly GOON1Es. We are here with RiddleDog and Nuttyr and a special guest today. That's right. We got BOON1E.
Yippee!
From the Farmington Fishermen.
Yippee!
So first off, BOON1E, I know it's been a while since we've heard from you. How's everything going?
It's going pretty well, man. Actually, life's looking up.
You just got back from bowling
2 days ago from a trip to New York.
Ooh.
Went to New York City for a week and did some solo traveling. Pretty fun.
Nice. You do anything specific up there? Like, what'd you go see?
Let's see. I actually have an itinerary on my phone. Let's do that.
he's whipping it out.
Yeah, why not, man?
How's your bowling? Did you win?
It was just a fun family experience, but I got a 179 and a 220.
Let's go.
Back. We played
Nice.
2 games. So at the 19th, I did a bus tour all around the city. 20th, I explored the financial district, so Wall Street, the 9/11 Memorial Museum, and the Brooklyn Bridge I walked across. The 21st was the Middle Manhattan, which I did the Empire State Observatory. I spent the morning in Central Park, and I did the Vanderbilt building, big observatory.
Mm-hmm.
The 22nd, I took a rest day, and I did a sunset cruise around Manhattan Island.
Ooh.
23rd, Statue of Liberty visit, as well as Conj's final day in New York. 24th, I flew to Buffalo, in which I Ubered to Niagara Falls. I spent the day in Niagara
Oh.
Falls. And on the 25th, I came back to good old MSP after a 12-hour flight delay. So
That's
Ooh.
crazy. Was that like when we were getting like the big storms and everything?
I'm not sure, but they're just like perfectly from Buffalo to Chicago, where I had a layover. There's just like a perfect sea of red on the radar, and it was just
Oh.
moving east. So we had to wait for that to be
Dang.
like just out of the way so I could get back into Chicago. And then Chicago was
Wow.
heavily delayed because basically every single flight going east that day was delayed out of Chicago. So there's a flight to Philadelphia that's supposed to leave at 9 a.m. And when I took off, it was still there. So
Damn.
they didn't land. They didn't land until I checked when I got home. They didn't land until 3:30 in the morning.
Oh
So
man.
they had a
Ridiculous.
near 18-hour delay on their estimated arrival time.
That's crazy.
Very cool. I love how we still can't beat Mother Nature with planes.
Yeah.
Especially Chicago. Actual major L.
Yeah, I feel like Chicago's
Yeah.
always like. What are you saying? Vind is saying something in chat. I don't know what he's.
I
The more you
respect
sweat
it.
in peace, the less you bleed in war.
Yeah, I mean it's not that difficult to understand. You just got to read it, man.
Was there a
Your
war coming?
Your comprehension not good? Is there one? You want there to be?
There will be in the semifinals coming up. Let's go.
True.
Oh, and I was gonna ask you. I know you mentioned at the beginning of the season you had intentions to cast or prod the finals. Are you still planning on being involved in
Yes,
the
sir.
finals? Yep.
Yes,
I think
sir.
actually we have you casting tonight in the Muskies game.
Very true.
Oh, we
Yeah.
do? Ooh. I
I
didn't
Uh,
return to casting. Woo, yippee.
We're so
hype.
back.
So stay tuned. Everyone needs to tune in. First BOON1E cast in
Mhm.
like 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a
Um,
while.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're glad to see you back. I'm trying to get you more involved in the community because I was talking to you earlier and it sounds like you miss it here. You miss some
I
of the
do.
people. Yeah.
I mean, I can kind of do a bit of a leaking personally. I think
Ooh.
I'll probably be returning to the Discord for next season. Mostly the first time I left was because it wasn't anything with the community actually itself. It was just kind of I wanted to get some improvement in my own life, and it hasn't happened. Basically, the biggest problem was ADHD, and it was really bad with Discord. So I
I
couldn't
bet.
focus on like anything for work. But now I'm getting help, so
That's
it's not
good.
it's not like crippling or anything. It's just annoying mostly.
Mhm.
So getting rid of that Discord distraction throughout the day has helped me quite a bit. But I think it would be good to come back. I probably won't be a commissioner, but I'll still take the owner role.
Yeah.
So I'll still be on your Discord chats, and I'll still give my opinions on administrative stuff. But I will be back to being involved hopefully next season. Should everything
Love to
continue
hear
on
it.
its current path.
There you go. Looks better. I had to fix your color settings while you were saying that because
Well, I mean, I was being like enveloped in wrath, the Ra, the sun god. I'm kind of like
You
at the
were,
right
like-
side of your camera. Like
Yeah,
I was actually
I
in your
know.
blinds.
yeah. Here, let me
Yeah.
see if I can.
Is your light still on, by the way? Is your little lantern
No, it's
still
off.
on in the
There we
back?
go. That's a little
Oh,
better. I've turned it a little bit. I have to like
can't
kind of
believe
sit
we don't have that
sideways now,
on.
but
yeah, this is
But
like
yeah,
the
I-
best lighting I've ever had in the podcast. I've noticed.
yeah,
This is my
your
parents'
face
living
is like a
room, by the way.
flashbang.
Yeah, it's my parents' living room. I'm surrounded right now by windows, and it's just like I can just show real quick. I'm just surrounded by windows
Oh my
on every
God.
side, and also there's
Yeah, there he
Jabba.
is.
hey Jabba, Jabba, Jabba.
He's
Hey,
dead. You
Harley. Harley. And there's Harley
Oh.
girl back there. Hi Harley.
He's got a
Let's
little
go.
friend.
She's 12.
Oh,
Really
wow.
dog sitting for the week.
Old woman. Yeah,
She's spunky.
I miss Java. I Corey posted a photo of him earlier, and I was like, "That's so hype." There he is. Corgis,
just-
whenever they stand up, I'm like, "Wow, they're just so short."
He's
They're
going to hang
so
out with his best
freaky.
friend.
Yeah.
We'll have fun.
And we are on a slight time crunch today. We're gonna try to end right at 6 too, so I'm gonna try to keep us moving here. We do have Nuttyr here today, and as we all know,
Yeah.
Nuttyr is like the Pokemon guy.
Hello.
So, what are your opinions so far? I know it's kind of early in the season, but how do you feel like everything's going in Pokemon so far?
I'm very happy with how it's going so far.
That makes one of us.
The
I'm pissed.
the changes that I made to try and help balance the league, I think, have done exactly that. Like we have a good mix of like throughout the standings of who's what and where based on like how much experience they have, and I think it's like throughout the season so far, like Invictus has been at the top of the standings for most of it, and that's
Let's
like good to
go.
see because he's pretty
Yeah,
much brand new.
as we all expected,
Um,
Invictus being number 1.
Yeah, and you don't have like everyone who's got the most experience necessarily all at the very top, which
Yeah.
is the other thing I was kind of trying to do. I think it is still slightly skewed,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
It's a
There's
lot closer than it
outliers.
has been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even last season, like it was a pretty close league. The best record in the league was like 8-3, and I think the worst was like 4-7. So
Yeah.
it's always been like decently close. It's kind of a league where anyone can beat anyone, and I think that's holding true this season. We've seen a lot of upsets so far.
Really matchup
so.
dependent too.
Yep.
So
Do you have any like shout outs you want to do, or do you want to save that for your write that down? You want to be like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna win the finals, or this guy's like improved a lot?
I mean, I've seen like the most improvement you see is like in the first like 3 weeks when people really start figuring it out. Like so obviously Invictus has looked really good, improving a lot. I think Sonic and War have looked pretty good, improving. Panini, you
Mhm.
yourself have looked pretty good after your unlucky start, shall we
Yeah.
say?
We don't talk about that. Someone else,
Yeah.
I want to say Muffin got 3 paras in a row.
Yeah, it
And-
happens. It happens.
Yeah, I was like, man,
Muffin won his first game.
Let's go.
He won his week 1 match.
we do have
after
no
going
more
winless last season.
undefeated
a
teams,
little
but we do
trolling.
still have winless teams.
We have
We've got one
winless
winless
team.
team.
Yeah,
Arises.
not after tonight. Let's go.
Not if Panini has anything to say about it.
Yeah, I did not have my little bot installed, the little calc decks or whatever, and I installed it, and I feel like that has significantly helped me figure stuff out. So I was having to like manually like write down like who counters what, like the 2x and the 4x and the half times damage and everything, and look at the previous one. I was like, that's just it's so nice. I don't have
Rough.
to worry about damage anymore. Yeah. But yeah,
Mhm.
I think. Do you think we're gonna break the streak of Commissioner winning every season of Pokemon so far?
I hope so.
Surely, right?
Please do not
This-
let me win this season.
The one-
I want to be able to have fun. And if I
With
win
more
again,
budget.
I'm gonna have to nuke my budget into the ground.
5. He's
Yeah.
gonna get one
Please don't let
mon.
me.
Give him 20 points, but he only gets 1.
I can have 14 points or something like that, and I'll get
Yeah, like
7
two
Pokemon.
versus 6. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's been pretty good this season. It's pretty balanced. I don't think you are the favorite right now. If I were to put money on it, so I think that's progress. Nerfing yourself.
Let's go. Mhm.
Moving on from Pokemon, another thing involving Nuttyr today is the quarterfinals.
The semis. At least he.
Well, we're gonna talk about the
graduated from
quarterfinals
quarters.
first. He was in the semis too. So, any matchups that surprised you? Any ones that were like what were your opinions? First takeaways of that?
I was surprised the Alligatos couldn't get at least a map up the series.
Yeah.
I think everybody kind of had high hopes for them going in, especially after they went to map 5 in week 1 against them.
Week 2.
Or week
We had
2,
Fisherman
and-
week 1.
Yeah, and then they took you to 5, and I mean, you still got Cal, Skies recovering, but just unfortunate they couldn't get a map.
Yeah. It,
Nice.
it it was surprising to me, at least, like the sort of difference. Like I could tell that like a lot more people in that game was like locked in, sort of as well. Like
Yeah.
there was a lot more coming from Neptune and people listening to it before. Some calls weren't listened to, and it's like, why aren't you listening to everyone? Why we're saying like, can we go in? No, I'm going in. Sort
Yeah.
of like stuff like that, but it was just like completely different, at least from what I saw. Map 1 and 3, because I was in different VC map 2, but
I do think that's always something you need to at least have in the back of your head whenever you have those winless or not winless, those undefeated seasons, like both the Magic Tigers and the Alligatos. Is I feel like after a certain amount of
The
wins you
Sayores?
chain together, yeah, after the Sayores, after you get a certain amount of wins,
Legendary's Alligatos reverse of their
Alligatos.
selections after like 4 weeks.
they went in and changed the numbers.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
But you get kind of complacent after you win so many. Is like maybe you're not trying as hard because you're like, oh yeah, we got this in the bag, we're undefeated. And I feel like that's the difference between having like a good team and a great team is like the great teams will like lock in for the playoffs and they try even harder. And the good teams, like even though they're still winning those games, they kind of like slack off a little bit in the playoffs, and you'll see them start to fumble the bag a little bit. So
Yeah.
I think the Saoris are very scary.
I feel like the most surprising, I mean, Bunger Lumalia is 3-2. Same with the Kiwis Fishermen we saw last night. But I feel like the most surprising one was the Rats Tigers.
Yeah,
For
closer than
me.
we
I
expected.
mean,
I guess.
I wasn't like completely watching it. I was busy with something else, but I'd look over on my phone every once in a while on the stream, and I saw that the Rats took a map off the Tigers. Suravasa went to 5. Suravasa went to
quite
5.
close. to
Circuit
winning
was
Numbani.
super close. Numbani was close, so it's like it was like neck and neck. It seemed from what I saw, which was it's more like a question if the Rats just like started like popping off then, or
Yeah.
if the Tigers also just sort of falling off.
You see,
I
now
think-
I don't
when
want
the
to say
sun-
like that.
Sorry to interrupt, but when the sun goes away, I get sent to the fucking
so
shadow realm.
dark.
Look at this, look at this
Oh.
shit.
Shrouded in darkness.
I gotta go in
The
and change this.
actual, the actual
see.
Shadow Council of Aurora Esports is back.
Maybe that's a little better.
I apologize for breaking you up. I had to point that out that I was being sucked into the void right there.
Yeah, if
No,
I
that's
didn't
fine, I mean,
if I didn't see the Rats game and I knew that it was going to be Magic Tigers versus Bunger tonight, I would have been like, oh yeah, the Magic Tigers are going to sweep them. Like it's not even going to be close. But like after seeing that Rats game, like I think the Bungers like could be poised for an upset. I still think the Magic Tigers are probably favored to win, but I think
I think if you're a betting man, I don't think you can bet against the team that had 3 map
Yeah.
losses.
yeah, that's true.
I'm going all
Um,
in on LeBron against the KD Warriors. That's the
But on the
plan,
other
dude. I'm a betting man.
On the other side, I think the Kiwis, the Kiwi Saoris is going to be like a giga banger. Surely. They looked really
I-
good on the maps that they
It-
won, and they looked really close on the maps that they lost. So, even though it was a
I think
3-2,
it should be because one team plays Malga, their team refused to play Malga, so the
Yep.
skill diff will
we
be.
can play
erased.
Maga. We play Maga if other team plays Maga. When we face the Bunger,
Yeah, but
when
you're
I
not
think
happy
it
to play Malga.
Yeah,
One team's
I'm
happy to
fine
play
with
Malga.
Maga. Logan is.
your
That's why we
tank
just put
tilts
me on
halfway through
tank.
map 1 on
That's
that.
why we put me on tank to play the Maga to take one for the team.
Yeah,
What
I
was
think the Kiwis game was a lot closer than any of us on the Fisherman really thought it was going to be either. Like, with how good we saw them play the Malga comp earlier in the year, and we have literally not touched the Malga comp at all. And then on Ilios was pretty close on both points we played Malga on. And then as well as, Esperanza got down to like 3 meters between the two teams.
That
at
was
the end.
so close, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Suravasa, Yoda went crazy on Queens. The Malga didn't really matter there. That's a 3-1.
Mhm.
Trying to think, what was the 4th map? Route 66 was also very close. So I think that was the most surprising. But honestly, like I don't know. I'm still upset that the man-on-man came down to a Bastion. That was
Yeah, the
very upsetting.
Bastion junk.
I thought
Go
that
Rhine.
PJ.
We're on Bastion Junk. Go
Yeah,
Rhine,
I
guys.
thought PJ would have a little more honor than that, but
yeah.
I guess unfortunately not. But I will say, every year PJ beat me in the playoffs. He won the finals. He's 1 for 1 on that. So let's see if that continues.
Yep.
Whoa. Unicorns.
Did he beat me?
Unicorns
in the playoffs?
beat-
Season 4, we knocked you out in first
Highland
round.
Hydromes.
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
1 for 2. 1
1 for 2. There's a half chance he wins.
50-50.
If you're a betting man, go either way.
I was talking to I was in a VC with like Riddle, I think Connor, and map 1. I was like, you know what? I think everyone's sleeping on the Fishermen. I was like, I think they're gonna win. I think I picked you guys to win, but I said it was gonna be really close. And then it got down to map 4, and I'm like, they got it. Like they got it, guys. I knew.
I feel like it was just like so many mistakes, especially
Yeah.
from the Kiwis, like that, like just how they were taking fights.
Yeah,
lot of the time.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. They weren't playing like we thought they were going to. They were definitely not playing as well as we'd seen them previously. Could have been just an off day. They were
mean,
down HV sec, which is a big.
They're
part of-
down. They're
But
down
the
HV.
thing is,
they
though, you-
haven't been
but you
able
gain-
to scrim.
You also gain Tedium in the comms, though. I know HV is not very. Like I think HV is a little more
But-
mechanically gifted than Teddy. Not much, but Teddy is also pretty big in comms.
I
so
don't. I
that's
don't.
probably helped.
He might have helped a little bit, but I feel like one of the main things that they just haven't been able to scrim a lot of the time. Like
Yeah.
it's sort of just
You're
like 'cause it's
playing a
been so.
Malga comp. What the
I
hell are you
know.
gonna scrim? Guys, I'm holding 2 buttons. Like that's all you gotta do. Guys, hold your heel on.
It's
me,
with
hold 2
everyone
buttons,
else
sit down.
too. It's not just about Maga and all that. And
Is
like
it?
half.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm a support. I heal the Malga. Hi, I'm a DPS. I shoot the Malga. Hi, I'm a Malga. I shoot the Malga. What? When does it not just come
You
down
don't just
to
shoot the Maga.
If you do, you lose. If you shoot something else.
Me and Lucio, like shooting the Maga is like doing nothing. I'm looking at the DPS. I'm with one of the DPS sort of flanking. We want to try to go around and like do stuff half the time.
You have a contenders player. It doesn't matter. You can do what the
You're
hell you
talking about
want.
like a nightmare unit.
You
I'm
can
not.
just sit and spawn and crouch walk if you want. Do the Lucio like moonwalk thing. Neptune will kill 5 anyway. It doesn't need you. I'm just saying, man. The Malga, it sucks they can't scrim, but you're also playing Malga comp, so it's
Yeah.
not that big a deal as it would be on other comps.
I
still
do.
PJ and Mikey who have like 8 years experience together, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you're scrimming or not.
I do think that coming out of that, the QEs, I feel like they're the type to like identify their mistakes and then try to fix their mistakes. So I think that all the stuff that went wrong for them in the match versus the Fishermen, they should be able to fix by their match versus the Saoris. That's what I'm hoping for. But if they keep making the same mistakes that they made against the Fishermen, then that Saoris match could be really over really quickly.
Here's
Yeah.
what I think.
Yep.
Is that the current meta is a flyer meta, technically.
Yeah.
And one team has Mikey.
That's true.
Yep.
That's a good
I
point.
can't hear Billy for some reason.
Mikey tends to win those. So, like coming up, I know that Mikey's playing Neptune, so we're gonna see flyer versus flyer probably a lot of.
I've been saying this, and I think this is probably the best storyline of the entire postseason. If I was a betting man, I would predict that the Saoris win their game, and then they face the Magic Tigers in the semis. I think that's like what everyone's kind of saying right now. But if that's the case, then in the first round, Neptune would have to play Cal. In the second round, Neptune would have to play Mikey, and in the third round, Neptune would have to play Elko. So he'd be running it down on the previous DPS MVPs outside of, I think, Khan. He'd have to beat every single MVP to win the title, which I think is pretty hype. Yeah.
I think so. I mean,
Just on.
oh, there we go.
I don't know what happened. I was asking, did I think Mikey only played Echo once in our match?
Yeah.
I don't think he played it often.
He played a lot of like Tracer and Cassidy. I know.
Yeah.
in the
My
match.
question is he going to
I'm
play?
guessing he was probably knowing that Invictus was going to be on a cast most of the time. Didn't necessarily want to play into that.
So my question with Mikey is, does he play the flyer? Like, does he take the flyer duel, or does he go cast and just try to shut down Neptune?
He
if
takes the
Neptune's on
flyer
fire?
duel.
You think he does?
Yeah,
I think Mikey takes the flyer.
I think
duel.
there's no one else you want in the league on a flyer 1v1 than Mikey. We'll
that's
see.
fair.
And who is the Sears our DPS is
Poke. Neptune Poke.
Neptune Poke.
And I mean no shout against Poke, but he's not Invictus on hit scan. So
That's
it'd be a
true.
little bit easier to play the flyer. But also when you look at it, Loki can take the hit scan roll and put pressure on Neptune too in the hit scan position. It will give Mikey a little more room to move. I think it'll be close.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll.
They,
I don't
they
think the
should
Fishman game should like sway Huey's believers the other way.
they should match
I
up pretty
think we
well
also
regardless.
like the Fishman. We played like to some of the best of our abilities too on a comp we didn't practice, so I think that kind of helped. We're all doing well except for me, but doesn't matter. I didn't play last 3 maps.
Now, let's see the Bunger Brigade Lumalies. I really thought the Lumalies were gonna pull off the reverse sweep. I thought the Fishermen were too. I'm surprised that both of them were kind of like barely wins, almost reverse sweeping.
They're
I never
close.
doubted.
I was sure, bud. Sure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, okay, first 2 maps we kind of pounded. Second 2 maps were really close. So third map we were just like, all right, let's just go back to what's been working in the first 2 maps. And I think we just kind of locked in and we played a lot better again. We kind of trolled map 4 a little bit. We kind of got a little too silly on our attack.
A little.
A little bit.
A little.
Torbjorn was maybe not the pick.
Shocking.
On what map?
That was on Shambali. Torbjorn attack.
Torbjorn attack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely the map people played Torbjorn on. Surely it's not just corners they can hide behind.
And what were your guys' opinion on the Slimes versus Corsairs rematch? The other quarterfinal game that definitely happened.
The bowl game.
The bowl game, yeah. Is that gonna be the only bowl game?
Only bowl game so far.
Do you guys think there's gonna be another one?
I want to play.
I
Who
can
do
see
you-
another
who do you
bowl game
play?
happening.
I don't know.
Who else got eliminated that possibly?
Rats,
would
Luma,
go?
Leon,
Gatos,
Gato.
Play
Rats.
the
Rats
Can
would
we
go
put the Rats?
hard.
Can we get me
You
and
would
Corey
play
versus
Luma
Riley,
Leads, I
please?
think,
Can we get
right?
The
the
Rats would go
I
hard.
feel like that could. I feel like that could be a banger.
That
That'd
yeah.
be the roommate match. We need to go up against Riley.
Teddy goes against the the fisherman again. Oh.
And then yeah, moving ahead. Let's do our semifinals picks. Like we kind of discussed a little, put a little bit of stuff on that, but semifinals Preds. There we go. So first off, who do you guys think is gonna win each semifinal, and then what do you think the score is gonna be? So like let's start
My
off with
team
the
3-0.
start off with the Bugger Brigade. Yeah, Nuttyr says his team 3-0.
I don't know if we 3-0. I think we can win. I'm not saying we're gonna win. I think there's a lot of people who are counting us out. I think
I'm not gonna
think
say for
we
that one
played
because
'em-
that's one of my write that down.
we
gonna say
played
it?
them in
At
the
least,
regular
or I
season,
can just write it down now.
and
as
we
well,
were
so.
down Wiggle, I think, and I was not feeling well, and then we almost took a nap off him anyway. I think this meta has been nice for us with like a lot of Winston, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is a winnable game for us. I don't know who wins. I think it's gonna be close either way. I think it probably goes Nat 5.
So Nuttyr, not Nuttyr, Riddle. If you do want to make it your write that down, all you have to do is say write that down after you say it, and it becomes your
Yeah.
write that down regardless. I'm gonna say Magic Tigers 3-1. But I think the fourth map is gonna be really close. I think that you guys will. I think the Magic Tigers are gonna start off
I think it's
strong.
gonna be. I think it's gonna be Bunger 3-2. Write that down.
Write that down. You hear that, chat? Bunger 3-2.
I'll take Bunger 3-2.
I'm taking Tigers 3-1 because I think the Magic Tigers are gonna start off strong. I think the Bunger are gonna make adjustments, but I think the map 4 it's gonna be like a super close Bunger loss. And then BOON1E is chair now.
Ending to the dogs.
Yeah, I heard his dogs are barking, so he probably had to go mess him up real quick. And then what's the other game? The
Sayori Kiwi.
Sayori's Kiwis. 3-0
I think
Kiwis.
Sayori 3-0. I think Sayori 3-0. Personally,
Surely.
but
I think the.
I mean, I wasn't impressed by the Kiwis last night.
Yeah.
At all. And we just keep scrimming, and I think we're just getting better as we keep going like that.
I'm trying to think of what the Kiwis like. Unironically, I'm trying to think of the Kiwis win con.
Mikey.
Is that it? Like, is that their only win con?
I don't know if it's their only win con, but I like. Mikey could be the best player in the lobby, right? At any given time.
Potentially.
And there's a good chance for like a fair few of the maps, Mikey and Neptune are both going to be pocketed.
Yeah.
And so if you can win the pocket battle, that gives your team a huge advantage, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's there. Mikey's going to have to play really well. Not saying they have to completely rely on Mikey. There's a lot of other good players on the team. But if Mikey can win his duel, that puts the Kiwis in a really good spot.
All right, what's going on? Who's winning?
We're talking Sayori Kiwi. Oh, and also hold on. What do you think about? Let's go back a step. What do you think about Bunger Magic Tigers tonight?
Tigers.
Score.
3-1.
Let's go.
And then Sayori's game is what we're talking about now.
3-1.
Who?
I think 2-3-1s.
He said Sayori's.
Oh.
CRs.
Yeah, like I see what you're saying with Mikey. So I like to think about like the rest of the team though. Like I'm assuming that Neptune and Mikey are going to be like even, more or less. They're going to be even. But then you look at the rest of the team, and it's like, do I trust Poke, Pneumonia, Riddle, or do I trust PJ, Loki, HV? That's pretty close.
Assuming HV's there.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It's
Assuming he's there.
to me, it's going to be the biggest diff is going to be in the flex support spot, just because HV and
Yeah.
or a ringer is not Riddle. That's the
Yeah, that's
biggest
true.
thing. And he'll be able to keep the take up a lot easier,
Because
and that could be a huge advantage.
part of it too is, when you think about the mercies
Versus-
too.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Something happened to the mic, bro.
I think.
Wait, what is going on?
BOON1E, I think your mic input just changed.
Wait, am I going through my webcam mic now?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I was like,
All of a
why?
sudden, all of a sudden you went mute, and then all of a sudden we could hear everything that's happening in the room.
Yeah.
Like the slightest breeze.
Okay, is that? Oh, no,
Nope.
that's not better at all. What
You're
the hell?
completely
I
muted
don't, I
now.
don't understand.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I think that was it.
Am I better?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
better.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I didn't change anything.
You sound a little bit crackly, but it isn't on the background stuff anymore. Now you're completely muted. Okay, I think everyone else is good though. So I was worried that like.
Is better?
I think so. Is it?
I'm on my webcam. It says I'm on my webcam.
You are on your webcam right now.
It sounds like you're really
Well,
far
we can hear
away.
you at least.
Yeah.
Hey, chat. Close.
Give us a kiss. Go to your webcam again.
No. $5.
$5. Damn, he's cheap. But yeah, what I was gonna say is, when you think about like the SR sync of the Sailors is War, and if you're gonna put him on Mercy, I feel like he can still get like a good amount of value even if he's just playing Mercy. I also got the deets that War did not know how to super jump on Mercy until Neptune gave him a VOD reveal. So I think War getting the super jump VOD or the super jump buff is good.
Also, Mercy player.
There you go. I
Charlie,
think you're
yeah.
good now.
Yeah, I'm just saying the SR sync should basically cancel out.
Yeah.
If they're both pocketing their flying
Because
GM.
that's what I'm saying too. Is like if you're just looking at the SR, right? The big gap for the Saoris is like going from Charlie to War. It's like Charlie, I think at least on the sheet was like 3K, and War on the sheet was like 1850. So that's like the big gap of SR. But I think they still kind of will be pretty even too. So I think that's a big advantage for them. I would say 3. I'm gonna copy Booty. I'm gonna say 3-1 Saoris. I think Nuttyr convinced me about Mikey. I was gonna say it was gonna be a sweep, but I think Mikey will play well enough in one of the maps to.
If only Route 6 was before map 4. That's Mikey's map.
Yeah.
I think Saoris probably win 3-1. However, I think if a map 5 is forced, I think the Kiwis win. If they can get to map 5, they'll
Yeah.
take it. But I think it's just gonna be hard to get there.
That's true. Yeah, let's keep chugging along. I know we're getting close to our end time. The hype, what's the word? The long-awaited OWL Olympics. How do I spell this? OWLYMPICS.
OW
The Olympics.
apostrophe.
OW
Olympics.
apostrophe. There we go. So yeah, I know I haven't given a lot of like input. I'm probably gonna release something either later today or tomorrow with more like information. But it looks like what's gonna happen is we're gonna have 8 modes based on that poll that is still in announcements. Feel free to go back and vote on the poll that you want. The top 8 are gonna be matches that are played, and then we're also gonna add Lucio Ball. We might add Winston Volleyball, but I know we're gonna add Lucio Ball. There's gonna be captains that draft teams. They're gonna draft about 5 players. Might be 4, but probably around 5. And then they will kind of put players forward in each event. Those players will then compete and then bring home medals like to their team. So whichever team finishes with the most medals is going to win. So it's kind of like a skill-based like all-stars game, but at the same time it's like everyone's kind of playing on a team together. So you're kind of playing for your team instead of playing for yourself. So I think that's going to be a kind of a different feel. We are still looking for at least 1 more captain. We might be looking for 2 more. It's kind of hard to know the specifics yet until we put out the signups, because I don't know how many people are going to sign up. But I think I'll put the sign up link either when I do the update to the rulebook and everything. I'll put the signups with that too. But we are looking for at least 1 or 2 more captains. So feel free to DM either me or Riddle if you're interested in being captain. But yeah, really exciting. Like keep an eye on the announcements, because I think we're gonna post the signups soon, and we're gonna post the official rulebook soon. I do have replay codes in the rulebook, so if you're looking to kind of grind certain modes you want to play in,
You mean game like
the
game mode codes?
workshop codes. That's the word.
Yeah, workshop codes.
Yeah. So like I'm thinking of a good example. The Doom Sumo. Like you might not know exactly what one we're gonna use, but it's in there. Like it's that specific one. Lucio Surf. I think Lucio Surf right now is currently one of the favorites to win. So Lucio Surf is probably gonna be in there. You can try that code. You can try in a couple different maps. They will be random for Lucio Surf, so I can't give you like a set one to practice, but yeah, really excited. And we're probably gonna actually have that tournament after the playoffs end for the main Aurora season. But yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna fill the space between this and season 6.
Yeah,
it's the first season 6 we're gonna have of Overwatch Aurora. We're making it.
You can always just change it to 5.5.
We can go Aurora season 5.5 and change up a whole bunch of stuff. Go to double elim, double elim playoffs, everyone. It'd never be a bad idea.
Surely. You know, we could always bring back duos next season. You never know. Bring back duos, but only if you're under 2K SR. I think that's what we should do.
Yeah.
But yeah, starting to get last one here is the classic. Write that down. WTD. I have not been prepping, so I think we usually start with our guest. I guess today we'll start with Nuttyr.
Yeah.
Look at my soundboard.
How many do I need? 1 or 2?
One for you're gonna have 2 total.
Okay.
But you're saying one right now.
Make one of them like a safe one, and one of them like a crazy one.
I have 2 in mind, and they're both like medium
That's fine.
level.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, the first one I'm gonna say next season.
So season 6.
A main support will win MVP.
Ooh, interesting. Has that happened before?
Nope.
No, I'm the only support.
There's only been one
MVP.
support.
Yeah.
And it's Flex.
But next season we could potentially have Neptune, Boost, and Firecarter all on main support. So
EJ. Sonic Ron says
I
EJ
mean,
in chat.
those 3 haven't played main support in the league before, right?
Counterpoint.
So we have like 3 new guys coming in who could potentially.
Counterpoint. Neptune, I think currently is the heavy favorite to win MVP this season. So next season,
Well,
could
he wins it twice, I guess.
he win it twice? Ooh, interesting.
Okay, that's mine.
Okay, BOON1E, you have one?
The remaining 3 playoff games will not be swept. Write that down.
No sweeps. Oh yeah, Nutty, you're supposed to say write that down after you give your pred.
Or before.
Or before. And then Riddle, do you just want to repeat the one that you said earlier?
I can. It was that the Bunger Brigade is going to win against the Magic Tigers 3-2 tonight and go to the grand finals.
I think that I'm going to go a slightly
I wrote it down.
I'm going to go a slightly different path. I think that a returning player will win the championship in Pokemon. Someone that played one of the previous seasons will win. No Invictus. No War. Yeah. Write that down.
Back up to Nuttier.
Oh, it goes back to me? Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna do one about Pokemon, but I'll just do another one.
Okay.
Do another one. About Pokemon.
I'm gonna do mine as Zamazenta Crowned will win back-to-back most KO
Let's go.
titles.
Okay.
It's currently sitting in, I think, 3rd place.
So it's just overall KOs and not like KD. That's
Yeah,
KD.
just the most KOs. It'll finish with the most again. That's my guess. I write
Okay.
that down.
Boonies up.
I gotta think what I want to do here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be selfish. You know what? Fuck it. Write that down. I go for more than 4K next year in the auction.
Ooh.
Woo!
I go for more than I did this year. I also want to do another write that down. Tomorrow I'm going golfing, and my score will be below 50.
What do you mean?
Interesting.
Golfing 9 holes?
No.
No,
regular golf.
he's doing 50 holes actually.
Is that a sweep or not a sweep?
The way we've been playing this year, it's a fucking sweep. Oh,
Wait, I just realized I'm looking at it right now. We have
What do you-
I
not
cannot
had.
hear you again. Believe it or not. Sadly. It's very tragic.
No!
Oh, there we go.
try this.
Yep,
We
there
got-
we go.
We got 9 minutes
bad.
left. You can use your webcam for 9 minutes.
Hell yeah. I'll like grab it and bring it real close and hold it like I'm holding my microphone here.
Give us a kiss.
No.
$5, he said.
Like bring it close and be like, "Hey."
All right. Write that down. My second one is that 2 captains of the OWL Olympics are going to be captains in season 6 of Aurora.
That's fair.
2 of them.
I think that's a good one.
Says Riddle, knowing he's signing up for both.
I'm not. I'm not signing up to be captain in the Olympics.
Yeah.
I can tell you that at least. So.
Before I do my write that down, I have a question. I'm trying to look to see if there are any grand finals MVPs. I don't see them posted in the sacred text, but we have had grand finals
There
MVPs,
are.
right? I'm not cooked.
And
I think-
Booney, you're gone again.
I think Randy was last season, right? And then I know Wiggle Higgle was the Red Panda season.
Yep.
There's always There's always an MVP in the finals.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
My prediction.
We're trying to think.
I
Yeah.
think that it's gonna be I'm gonna say it's gonna be Zenth is the grand finals MVP.
Okay.
I'm calling over Elko.
Not me? Wow.
Sorry, bud.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. I'm a win.
Surely.
Back to back, the 2-timer. Actually,
The
the 3-timer.
Let me look. Okay, so we still have time. Let me look back at some of the other. Write that down. See if there's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Any
I'll
that
get the soundboard pulled up.
have
Surely we
concluded.
have some, right?
Yeah. BOON1E. Corey will have more. 2 more win/losses than losses/wins. Yep. You're like 4. I think you're 4-4, right?
4-4.
4-4.
But
The
hey,
cycle continues.
they were winless when I
That was-
joined, so.
That was wrong. That's wrong. At least
Wait,
that
it's
was an
wrong?
incorrect. Feedback.
Wait, you said more
It was
wins than
basically-
losses.
It was basically saying
Oh.
they're not going to be mid.
We're gonna be either bad or we're gonna win.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're
Completely
saying
mid.
now. Okay.
Completely mid.
Yep. Let's see. Week 8, the Rats lose to Sleepy Slimes. That didn't happen. Corsairs Alligatos are going to sweep their games in week 8. No.
Who said
Neither
that?
Magic Tigers nor the Sayoris
Who
will
said
win
that?
round 1 in playoffs. That's incorrect.
You
That
never
was
know.
you, by the way. That was you.
Yeah, it sounds like something I'd say.
I said only one of the 5v5 and 6v6 seeds bowls will be played.
Does that count?
Up to you.
Undetermined.
I'll give it to you. I'll say one of the bowls was played.
Okay. 2 upsets will happen in round 1. That did not happen.
Have we ever gone through the first round without an upset?
Huh?
This is the first time we've made it through round 1 of the playoffs without an upset. The higher seed
I
won
know.
every game.
I don't think so.
Last season we must
In
have,
the early
right?
seasons ago for Watch, the playoffs were worthless. Everybody was
Season
playing
4, I think we did. Right?
I know.
No, the Brawlers.
No, season 4, my team got upset in the first round.
Yeah. Brawlers lost to the
Dongers.
Dongers? No, the Dongers were a higher
No,
seed.
no,
Dude.
Dongers were higher seed. We
Oh,
had the
your
better
team
record,
won.
They were the higher seed though.
The Brawlers won.
Brawlers lost.
They lost, and
So-
they're the lower seed
We were the
respective
lower
in
seed,
their
but we had the
division.
better record.
So then that season they were all the higher seeds won, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, so Wars was talking about Neptune winning awards. Round 1 of playoffs will be closer score-wise than round 2. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably though.
and then Skysir said Riddle wins the Pokemon League overall. We'll see. And then Aardvark Slime Bowl match won't happen. If it does, it'll be silly. It did not
Riddle
happen.
is,
That counts.
is top 4 right now in the Pokemon League, so
I am top 4, and I have
he's
my.
on the right track.
Yeah.
I do have my next playoff. No, playoff. Excuse me. I have my next.
It's already the
Pokemon game.
playoffs, guys.
Yeah, I mean everyone makes playoffs, so.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, all these games don't matter for the most
Or-
part.
Guys,
Or they're
write
all
that down,
playoff games.
Bulldog will make playoffs.
Or they all matter more because it's
Yeah.
seeding. Wow.
But see, if you're looking to win it all, seeding doesn't matter anyways, because you have to be better than everyone.
You just gotta
Yeah.
win out in playoffs. That's all that matters.
Yeah. So it's really just getting used to your team
Mhm.
and how you want to play
The,
and being
the
able to prep.
idea is I want people to improve, and so if you have a rough start to your season, doesn't matter so long as you figure things out by the end.
Yeah.
All you
Is that it?
lived in your participation trophies.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Back in my day.
I'm actually gonna make the participation trophies and mail them to everyone.
Back in
That's
my
good.
day, if your Charizard got one hit KO'd, you got spat on and shoved to the street.
Which Charizard? Charizard X or Charizard Y?
That was Panini in the first
Charizard.
Back in my day, Charizard might not have been real. All right, let's just be.
Sheesh.
I'm old. Okay.
Do you still have your big Charizard?
Yeah.
Of course. Probably.
How would I get
Just
rid
not
of it?
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he
no,
like-
I don't bring my stuffed animals home anymore.
Damn. Couldn't be
Stopped
me.
doing that
I
2
still
months
have
ago.
I still have my 3D printed Whimsicott. I just haven't painted it yet because
Let's
I haven't
go.
had the chance.
Real quick. Let me go get one real quick.
That's hype. I got some 3D printed guys here still.
I got my
ESPN.
Five Nights
Or-
at Freddy's from a claw machine. But it
Yep.
required so much skill. It was not just one of those games where you just play until you win.
Definitely not one of
Yeah.
those.
But yeah. Do you guys have anything else? Or are we done with the previous write that downs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I know Riddle's got a Pokemon League. But yeah, we have the Muskie. I keep forgetting Muskie Bowl.
Husky Bowl. Yep.
It is tonight at 9. Yep.
Yep.
So tune into that. It's going to be on the primary channel, Aurora Esports. Between the Magic Tigers and the Bunker Brigade should be a really good match. And then I don't know if we have the other one scheduled yet. The Sagories game, is that scheduled?
No, because Kiwis have not come back to us.
Oh, gotcha.
Let me see what War said.
Yeah, scheduling for that
Is-
game is going to be a little wacky because I think technically default time is tonight.
Because he
So-
said best for Tuesday, Wednesday, preferably Tuesday on paper, Monday no go, Thursday no go. Friday could work, but not for a match. We'll follow up with that after Kiwi's matchup.
Yeah. So it's a mess. We'll say something in announcements or we'll update it in match time. So keep an eye on those.
I'll update in match time. Just expect like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah. But yeah, tune in tonight. Other than that, my name's Panini. I'm signing out for myself, RiddleDog, BOON1E Nuttyr. Hope you guys are all excited to see more BOON1E coming up soon.
Use your Twitch Prime subscriptions on our Twitch channels. I'm
not-
poor. I'm eating grass. I need your Twitch Primes. You'll be excused from all of our ad breaks. Use Twitch Prime
Yeah.
on Aurora
Please.
Esports 1 and 2.
Yeah, we have 2 now.
Please!
You can use Prime on one of them, but not both of them. So give us money on the other one.
Make another Amazon account. Please! Make your parents make one. We need money!
And he's out for the count.
Yep.